Hey you guys, it's Tanya. What's going on? You guys, I know I have not been on this camera for a long time, and I do apologize, but I've been working, oh my goodness, since June, and it has just been crazy, and just finding time and looking presentable. It takes a lot of work, you guys. Let me just tell you, before I come here, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and I just have not been up to par. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't know if you can tell from this photo, but, well, you can tell obviously my hair is straight. But look, you guys, I got it cut again. I know, you're like, Tanya, make up your freaking mind. And here's the thing, you guys, I have made up my mind what I want to do with my hair. I actually made up my mind about 3 months ago, but I just did a more drastic cut this time. Here's the thing, and I told you guys last time. When you do a big chop, you cut your hair off at the scalp, basically, or some people do. I did. I had a little fro, so all of my hair, all around my head, was the same length originally. Well, as your hair grows out, since it's all growing out at the same time, it grows out in layers. On top of that, certain parts of my hair grow faster than other parts of my hair. It's just the weirdest thing. And I've told you this before. The top, so here, all the way here, and I'll show you something else in a minute, but that top part, it grows slow. Especially back here in the upstairs kitchen, it doesn't really like to grow at all. It likes to just, I think it just wants to be this long for the rest of its life. So be it. My hair right here down grows like a weed. The hair right here behind my ears grows in double time. It just grows, so I can cut this hair. If I wanted to, I probably could cut this hair today, and in 6 months it'll be back down here. It just grows very fast. I trim that and it's boop. It's always hanging low. It's always hanging longer than the rest of my hair when I pull it. Even when I cut it, if I pull it down and just make it taut so that I can see the length, it's always longer. Anywho, so I'm back home in Louisville, as you can see by the curtain, for Labor Day weekend. Yay! Which is awesome because my boss surprised me. Originally I thought I was going to have to work, and she surprised me a few nights ago and told me that she was going to let me go home for my provisional this weekend. So I'm so excited because, like yesterday, I spent it with my family celebrating the September birthdays, which all the babies are around, all my cousins around, some of the elders are there. So it's such a good time. I'm digressing, and I apologize, you guys. Let me just put a warning out there. This video is going to be all over the place. What else? Oh, lipstick. Today's lipstick, I am using a mahogany lip liner from MAC. So this is mahogany. And then the lipstick is actually Ever Embellish, which is a luster by MAC. So let me show you the color. It's kind of like a brownish, reddish purple, I guess. Here's a close-up. Look, Kim Kardashian. Okay, we'll stop with the duck face. Anyway, going back to the hair. So, excuse me, I met with my stylist, Candy, yesterday, and my goal for going in was to get my hair trimmed. That was the original goal. And so Candy straightens she does my hair, washes, conditions, and I had before I went to Candy, I had pre-washed and pre-conditioned my hair with the Basque Vanilla Whiskey Soap, which is a protein treatment, which is really good when you're going to be straightening your hair because it makes it stronger. Or should I say, not necessarily stronger. We'll talk about protein down the road. But I did a protein treatment before straightening my hair. So Candy washes, conditions, straightens my hair, and then she pulls me aside so we can talk about my hair and what I want to do. And 3 months ago, we'd already had a discussion because I wanted to take my layers out. You guys know last year I had long layers cut in, and I thought what I saw in my head and what actually happened were two different things. I got the long layers that I asked for, but long layers look really good if you wear your hair straight. If you wear your hair naturally curly, yeah, not so much. It looks very stringy and unbalanced. So I just absolutely hate the long layers. That was my mistake. I should either kept short layers or cut the layers out in the first place. So I have been spending the past year trying to figure out what to do with my hair and how to get there. So this time I went to Candy. My hair in the front is not that much different. She just trimmed the front. It's in the back where it's a big difference now. I don't know if you guys can tell this, but see how the back now barely, it just goes to my shoulder blades? Yeah. In the back, we probably lost about, I would say 4 to 5 inches, but I'm okay with that. Totally fine with that because, again, that hair grows back really fast. I don't really care. It's just hair. Who gives a crap? But what we did, which is what I love, is we took out a lot of the layers. Now my layers are from, so here, from here to here, okay? So what is that? That's about, what is that? 1, 2, about 3 inches of hair. I'm going to cut all this stuff off in another 4 months. 3 or 4 months, I'm going to cut this. And then probably one more chop so I can get all my hair one length. And then at that point, so probably the next, excuse me, in the next 4 to 8 months, I'll be pretty close to having all one length of hair. Now again, this hair up here does not grow, so I think that's just its length. So I'm not going to try to keep my hair with that piece. But again, the goal is going to be to keep it all one length and then start letting my hair grow out to where it grows out. Sort of like the one sister of Jessie Curls, how her hair is like, instead of it being like this, it's like this and it poofs out, and that's what I want. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking about that. My hair, you guys. I have talked to several people about retaining the straightness of their hair once they have done a flat iron. And here's the thing, you guys. Nothing you probably have in your arsenal is going to work for you keeping your hair straight after a flat iron, because here's the thing, we as naturalistas, especially the ones who are serious about, you know, what we put on our hair, the product that you need in your hair to keep it straight, you're not using for natural hair. It's a no-no. So let me show you my product that I use for for keeping my hair straight when I do a flat iron. This is Dax, you guys. This is Dax pressing oil. I actually had to go to an Asian hair supply place, which, you know, I normally don't support Asian hair supply places because I feel like they're really rude to African Americans. And again, I'm not going to give you my money. If you can't support me, why am I going to support you? But after walking into numerous Asian stores here in Louisville, I'm sorry, Asian beauty supply hair stores in Louisville, I found one where they were nice to me and they greeted me. They weren't rude to me. They didn't follow me around in the store. So then I proceeded to shop. And I literally spent the first few minutes just walking around to see how they would react to me. And then they also had an African American lady working there. So kudos, let's get started. So I looked around at all the different hair products that I used to use when I was relaxed. And even back then, before, when I used to press my hair in college. And my go-to back in college was Palmer's pressing oil. I just love the smell of that stuff. It smelled so good and it really kept my hair from reverting back. But guess what, you guys? One of the ingredients in the Palmer's is paraben. And you know, Tanya don't mess with the parabens. It's one thing when you are ignorant and don't know any better, but when you know a product causes cancer, yeah, so I had to start looking at other ingredients and other products. It took me a long time to go through all the different pressing oils and all the different hair greases to find one that fit my needs. So let me tell you about the Palmer's. Let me show you guys the ingredients. And you know my hand is shaky, so I apologize. But the first ingredient is petroleum oil. Second ingredient is coconut oil. The third ingredient is castor oil, or castor seed oil, and the last ingredient is fragrance. What? We have a national chain product, Dax, and the only this product only has 4 ingredients. And petroleum, we know what petroleum is, but petroleum in this situation is perfect because it's going to coat my hair. You want to put something on your hair that's going to coat it so that it will be a barrier between the elements, humidity, and your hair. So, and you guys, it smells really good. It reminds me of sitting like Sunday morning before church in my bathroom with my mother when she pressed my hair. So it's just a great nostalgic memory. So yeah, but anyway, you can get this at pretty much any beauty supply place. It's Dax. It is the pressing oil. What I do is I just, as you can see, scoop some out my finger. And I don't oil my scalp with it because, again, it's petroleum oil. So we don't want this on the scalp because it could possibly has a potential to seal that scalp so it can't breathe, and also clog the pores so that you are damaging or possibly killing your hair follicles. So we don't put this on the scalp, but put some on my hand, emulsify it, and just work it through. I mean, not to where a little child where you're coating your hair, but just enough to where you have, and you can tell, you guys, you can tell my hair is totally covered in this product, but it's coated. So if I go outside and it's totally humid, I'm gonna be okay. Trust me, I have been using this. This is my 3rd time straightening my hair now, and with the Dax, and until I am ready to go back to curly, we don't have any problems. Now, the main issue is going to be my scalp. Since there's nothing on my scalp, once I start working out, which will be tomorrow, I'm skipping today because I want to preserve my hair. But once I work out, the root, that much, is going to start to wave up. And if it gets too thick, I can't comb it. And just like with a relaxer, it'll start breaking off where that part that's natural and no longer protected by the oil waves up, it'll snap. And that's a no-no. So then I'll go back to being, I'll wash this out, and then I'll go back to being curly. So I'll do a video so you can see how this looks now that I've cut it. That way, because you really can't tell, I'm sorry you guys, my allergies, you really can't tell how much I've cut off because it's straight. But when I go back to curly, you're definitely going to see a difference. But yeah, I know I talked too much and I've rambled and kept it moving. I have butters in the refrigerator setting that I've got to whip up for family members. I have to get ready and pack to go to my friends for this weekend to, you know, say goodbye to summer. And so yeah, I'm about to get off of this. But you know, you guys know I love you. I do miss you. I will try my best to do better. And guess what? I'll holla.